Hey everyone, so for today I want to talk about the 00 identities. Um, every character has about one of them or two, and they are very powerful. Some of them I would argue is stronger than some of the 000 identities. We're gonna start off with, we're actually gonna go with a theme more or less for all of these. So we're gonna start off with 7 section. Because as you know, the new triple identity Otis is coming out soon. Um, and we don't hear a lot about 7 sections, and for good reasons, as I will go into it. Oops. Let's talk about Yisang first. His first skill, Fletche. Growth 0.65, 13 damage, inflicts 2 rupture when you land heads. Ruptures, when hit by an attack, takes fixed damage of affects potency, then reduces count by 1. Rupture is a very good skill. Apply on hit. On hit, I guess it's an on hit. It's a very good on hit. When you get talk about egos, there's the charm. Oh, the battery, the waifu battery, which is one of the best egos you can get in Mirror Dungeon. But yes, Rupture is amazing. This skill, pretty decent actually. It does decent damage. It's his bread and butter because there's 3 of it, and it's all right for clashing. Second skill, Repose or Riposetti, up to you. As we know, Paralyze is pretty whatever. Fragile, slightly better. But the beauty of this skill is that 2 coins and fairly decent at clashing. Damage is kind of okay. Damage is pretty okay actually. Molent. You know what? I don't even know how to pronounce this skill, so I'll call it skill 3. This skill is also really good. Obviously, it's his skill 3. It's his best skill. What it does is on hit, +1 to the coin of effect applied by the last coin, +1 to the coin of effect applied by the last coin, and then pierce for agility. Now, I don't... Is he a pierce character? Okay, yeah. So this is a blunt skill, and it empowers all his other abilities and other piercing characters. This is kind of a unique trait because I think only the 7th section characters have these skills. Here's the Defense's Guard. Who cares? That's getting reworked. Passives. What are they? Good question. And a clash reduces the opponent's clash power by 4. That's really good. Analytic Eye. I think Faust has the same thing, doesn't she? One ally with the highest max HP gains 1 flash power. Alright, whatever. So the point is, he is a solid character. Not a lot of people know that. He's, I personally think he's one of the better 00 characters. Even though he's never talked about because he's clearly outshadowed by Blade Lineage. This guy who you get for free. So, let's go to the next 7 section. Excuse me. Wait a second, am I an idiot? Okay, never mind, I'm not. Don't worry. No, the next 7 section is not Otis. Well, yes, it is in the banner. But it is actually Ryoshu. 7th section. Alright, Ryoshu. Like all her other identities, including her base identity, she packs a punch. So also inflicts rupture, very good. Combos well with other 7th section members. Upper slash. The skill is pretty good. It applies something that's somewhat unique, which is the slash fragility. This is kind of, I think, what makes her very good is that this is on her 2nd ability. And as you know, this is blunt. What the fuck? So all our other skills are slashing. On hit, inflict defense level down, clash win, gain 1 attack power up. She's very powerful, or very useful, or very decent. Actually, is what I want to say. Disregard the last 2 statements. And swash. Clash win. This skill inflicts additional slash fragility, inflicts slash fragility. I almost feel like she's almost a bread and butter for slash-based team, which there are a ton of, or just her. So, this is a great clashing skill. This skill is really good at clashing, and this skill is really good at doing damage. This only hits once, and it's kind of whatever. This hits a lot, and it's actually really good. So on top of just those 7 sections, we're also running Kurokumo Hong Lu. He doesn't really need any explanation. People already know how powerful he is. Some would argue that he's better than his 000 version. But I'll do a quick rundown. Also, we kind of ignored the... We completely forgot about the passives. Well, boost slash damage. 1 ally with the lowest max HP inflicts rupture. Pretty good. But CIH, that's really good. So yeah, she is almost always useful for a slash comp. Alright, Kurokumo Hong Lu. Alright, we have Cleave. That's his bread and butter. It's awful. This is his worst skill, easily. But it bleeds. Skill 2, Cloud Cutter. This is his best skill. His skill 3 is like a meme comparison to this. So, before attack, if target has less than 4 bleeds, use coin 1 and 2 and additional time. So if they have less than 4 bleed, Cloud Cutter can hit up to 4 times. This skill is nuts. This is probably why he is the best unit in the game, in my opinion. Just because of how easy it is to get, how easy it is to uptie, and just how much damage he does. And I guess he inflicts bleed, which in this case is bad on his end. And then we have Cloud Burst, which is also this is a very good clashing skill. This is also a great clashing skill too. This, not so much. Cloud Burst is, you know, bleed, paralyze, bleed, paralyze. It's also just high damage. This man just infinite damage. The last coin and the last skill is Chain Inflicts Lust. Just more bleed memes. It doesn't matter. Alright, now that we introduce what the characters does, let's see how they actually play. So, gonna just disable the sound for Limbus Company. Pop up the... Oh, shit, I'm gone. There I am. Okay. Whoa, it's starting already. Whoops. Here's some background music for you guys. Okay, so like I explained, we are doing Section 7. We're just gonna watch clips and bits of them performing in Mirror Dungeon, because I feel like Mirror Dungeon is a very good medium point for how the characters should be. No, that's wrong. I feel like Mirror Dungeon is just a good place to test characters out, just in general. Okay, so we're going in. We picked... It's not really a useful ego. Okay, the ego we picked is arguably one of the best, based on a tier list I saw a couple of weeks ago. It's not good for auto winning. Just, you know, you click the auto button and you win. But it's good for the fact that it generates a ton of ego resources. But we're in Mirror Dungeon, so we really... Well, Mirror Dungeon 1 at least. So here we just see Hong Lu just cloud bursting one-shots, obviously. There we see upper slash already. That was a huge hit. Won the trade easily. And then repose. Wins trade. Of course, these guys are shitters. It doesn't really matter, right? Alright, so that's the win. Let's just... you know, I at least edited some of the content footage. I'm gonna level everyone up in order to make it fair. I was really fucked on this run because I had to recruit. I think I recruited Heathcliff base. I just left them there. There's something I did that I changed up after this video. I recruited a 2-0, or yeah, a 2-0 character later, which I shouldn't have. I should have just recruited all base characters to not interfere with how things are. But here we see Swash. We saw Swash in action. Won the clash, instantly killed the guy. This is kind of what you're going to get for all floor 1 and floor 2. So we're just going to go ahead and skip ahead. Okay. So this is the first boss fight. We're fighting against Gay Tony. Oh yeah, this skill is sick, dude. So he does a slash, and then he does like the fucking... Whoa. It's like the instant teleportation thing that Goku does. That's my favorite part. So Gay Tony, of course, just not even a mid boss. He just falls pretty easily. We swash him again. He's dead. Yeah. So floor 1, really easy, obviously. We're just gonna talk about the ego we chose here. I went with Carmilla because that's obviously the best ego for fighting with just normal normal characters. So this is my mistake right here. I picked LCCB Ishmael, which is something I will not be doing going forward, because obviously you're not supposed to pick other 00s because I'm just trying to showcase these characters. I look at the map really quickly. I see there's a 2. Just really basic this run, so there's not a lot, no funny egos, no useful fights. We're just gonna skip ahead. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. We're gonna rewind. So we just killed the boss of floor 2, which was just those doll guys. Not a threat, not even fun to fight. Going next, I picked Otis 0 star because I really like Otis 0 star. She's really good. I would say that Otis 0 might be better than all her other. Actually, she is way better than all her other ones. Yeah. I'm very excited for Otis 3, honestly. Hopefully, it's not bad. But, you know, Blade Lineage is okay. So, we're looking at the map. Sorry about that, guys. Windows open. I probably won't edit that out. Just live with it. This is what you get for living on a main street. Okay. So we're going to the fight. This is probably just another joke fight. My characters obviously are strong enough to deal with them. Plus, I ran LCCB Ishmael. Whoops. But, you know, Otis is cool. She has very high clash, very high roll, very high damage. 0. Single 0 Otis, very good. So we win, obviously. So let's just keep going forward. Let me see if I can actually get some actual hard fights. Okay, this one. It's a fight with some Abnos. Damn, the load in this game takes forever, dude. Okay, wave 1. We hit win rate. I don't know why. I realized I had to actually look at the Abnos. So I always go for the little blue guy in the front because I feel like he does the absolute most damage. And I just tank the main beast because there's always a main baddie and then those like little shitters in the back. Blue guy, big as annoying. Obviously, having Ishmael here trivialized the fight. We're just gonna go for it because it's just a lot of playing smart. I didn't want any of my guys to get hit. Go next. Okay, so apparently we're on the final boss fight already. Final boss fight was just Doomsday Clock. It's not even a fight. This is just a huge waste of time, as you know from doing threat dungeons. We're just gonna go. We're actually. Let's just get to the ending really quick, where we can actually look at the DPS and that's the important part. So we kill the clock, and of course, to no one's surprise, actually, I was surprised. I was really shocked that Ryoshu was top DPS. While yes, I pumped all my EXP into Yi-Sang, Ryoshu, Hong Lu respectively, I was genuinely surprised that she was managed to out DPS Hong Lu. I will want to run this again. I thought Hong Lu was gonna do the most damage because he also had the benefit of slash fragility. Indeed, that was Pax. I don't know what Pax means in this case. So let's look at the ego gifts we have here. First one is for what? Using your ego, so wasn't very useful. Carmelin, very good. Renders, you know, instantly lowers everyone by 20%. Crazy. Thunder Branch, very good. Coffee and Cranes, not that good for just clicking the auto win button. The Nail, decent. The Ash was actually just worthless. So go next. Alright, and here we have is the tier list that I'm putting together. So now you're wondering, wait a second, Ryoshu just out DPS Hong, but why is Hong still in Hong tier? I think Hong was just having a bad day, and Ryoshu was having a good day. Hong does infinite damage. I cannot stress that enough. As a Hong, if you own Hong 2 zeros, you should know this by now. However, Ryoshu, the reason I put her as A tier is because she actually doesn't win that many clashes. I think the biggest issue is that her skill 1 loses clashes and her skill 3 only goes even most of the time. I know I skipped around that video to really show it, you know, we didn't really get to see much of it, but just trust my word on this one. And I guess the biggest thing is that both Ryoshu and Yi-Sang do not do that much damage. Yi-Sang wins way more clashes, but he does less damage completely. And again, maybe my calculations were a little bit off. We can run it again. with just Hong versus Ryoshu the whole time to see where it goes. But this is my tier list. And of course, this is my personal opinion. You are more than 100% free to comment down there. Tell me why I'm wrong. What's your opinion? But this is my opinion right now. Hong's still the best character. Well, the best 2-0 identity. And these two are rightfully an A tier. They're both very solid overall characters. And that's kind of it. They get the job done, but not at an exceptional rate. They're not going to, some of the fights were going up to 3 to 4 turns with these two, is the issue. Even with LCCB Ishmael. But that about wraps it up for these two. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the next one. Again, I will release the full tier list. I'm going to release a tier list. I'm going to add 3 characters each time, and then we're going to wrap it up and on the last video. And then I'll probably post it on my Twitter too or something. That's that. And hey, thanks for watching my video.